Yo, what's up everyone? Welcome back to Lightning Gaming. So guys, so many of you have been asking me what is the best location in Conan Exiles to set up your purge base if you don't want to simply cheese it by going to the volcano. Now in this video I will be showing you my absolute favorite spot as well as give you a bunch of tips when it comes to setting up your purge base at this location. Now if you are new to my channel, please remember to like and subscribe, but with that being said, let's get straight into the video. Alright guys, so my favorite location is gonna be located right over here on the map. Now do keep in mind that I tested out almost all the possible spots on the exiled lands to put up a good purge base, and this is my favorite by far. Now once you get to this area, you are gonna see that you will have a nice flat area to work with. Of course you will be putting your purge base right over here under these rocks, and the reason for that is because if you place it over here, the sorcerer won't be able to do any damage to your base with that falling meteors. Plus you have loads of time to take out that explosive yhat golems. Now to set up the purge base, I normally just throw a few foundations down just like this. You are just gonna make this nice and big, especially if you are gonna use pets in your purge as well, then this is also a perfect location for you, because you can set up a pretty big purge base, and to be honest you really don't need that much resources to be able to do it as well. So I normally just start off by throwing the foundations like this. I'm just gonna fill everything with foundations right now. And once all of the foundations is down, I'm simply gonna add the walls. Now for this I will also be using foundations, and I'm just gonna place it like this. Just keep that one block open over there. And the reason for that is because that is where the NPCs from the purge is gonna be coming up. So we just wanna keep that open. We're gonna place a ramp over there later. So now we are just gonna add a wall like right around the entire purge base. Now guys, remember to place that ramp over here by the entrance where the NPCs will be coming up. If you don't place this ramp, the siege camp won't spawn in and you won't be able to do any purges. So this is super important. But basically after the ramp I just continued and I finished the wall around my purge base like you can see over here. Now over here at the back is where our treasure coffer is gonna be. So we are just gonna add some walls over here. And then also the doors that's gonna go to the treasure coffer. Now you can add only one row of walls if you really wanted to, but to be extra safe I normally just add two. Like you can see I'm placing my doors over here, also two doors. So the NPCs do have to break down both of these doors to be able to get to the treasure coffer. And on top you just want to add normal ceilings just like this. So this is basically the base structure of this purge base. Next up guys, we are just gonna set up the location for our archer thralls. Now of course you don't need to use archer thralls when it comes to this purge base, but this is super fun to get a few archers. Especially if you get the archer posts, which will allow them to shoot super far and also do a ton of damage. Now I normally just add my archers to the back over there, but you can continue and you can place archers right around the entire purge base as well. Okay, so now that everything is finished, next up I'm just gonna go and I'm gonna place my thralls. I'm gonna place the archer thralls, the fighter thralls, and I just want to show you a few tips when it comes to them as well. But basically NPCs will be trying to run straight through this purge base to get to your treasure coffer, and they are gonna get melted once they do that. Okay guys, so you will see that I placed my archer thralls on top over there by the archer posts. Now the only thing that's important when it comes to the archer thralls is make sure they are on aggressive, and you want to place their attack and chase distance at its maximum. That will allow them to shoot as far as possible. And now if I go down to the fighter thralls, in my opinion the only thing that is important over here is you want to make sure that their chase distance is only at around 10 meters. I think you can do 15 meters as well, but the reason for this is because you don't want them to run out of the purge base and get overwhelmed outside and get killed. And now for your character, of course you want to go with agility build and you want to make sure you have a good bow. I have the Red of the Reach Mother. And then also you want to make sure you have some star metal arrows. The reason for this is because I am going to be focusing with my character to take out the golems with explosive heads, because you don't want them to reach your purge base. They will just destroy everything. But you will see that if you put up your purge base at this location, you will have more than enough time to take out the explosive yhat golems, before they can even come close to your purge base. So I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna start a level 10 purge, which is the hardest one. And I'm gonna show you, just to give you an idea of why I say this is a great location, I'm gonna show you how the purge is gonna go. So let's get up here. I also want to show you where the siege camp normally spawns in. 90% of the times the siege camp will spawn in on top of this water, like you're gonna see in a bit. But it can also spawn in further to the back. But it will never spawn in so close that it's gonna be doing damage to your archers, which is also very great. So let's just give it a few seconds and the camp should spawn in. Alright, there we go. Like you can see, guys, the siege camp spawned in right over here. Now the great thing about this location is because NPCs are gonna have to follow a certain path. They can't come over to the back of your purge base. Not even the explosive yhat golems. They also need to follow the same exact path to be able to do damage to any part of your purge base. So there is just so many options that you can do when it comes to this location. I mean, you can even put yourself up a ballista, shoot the golems with the ballista. But that's completely up to you. The NPCs will always follow the same exact path, so you can put up your defenses according to that, which is also very nice. And then of course, if you have the archer posts, the archers will shoot extremely far, so you don't need to worry about your fighters trying to go over there and killing the archers. Your own archers will just take them out. And like I mentioned earlier, if the golems spawn in like these ones over here, you will have more than enough time just to pick them off with your star metal arrows. Because it's gonna be a far path that they are gonna need to follow before they can actually get to you and do any kind of damage. Now when the sorcerers spawn in, of course the meteors isn't gonna fall on your base, it's gonna fall on this rock surface straight above me. So after the purge you can just go over there and you can go harvest your star metal. Basically farming infinite amount of star metal without any of it even doing damage to your base. So you are just gonna proceed like this until the commander spawns in, and then you are just gonna go and kill him. Or you wanna draw him to your Thralls just to take him out quickly. But yeah, that's about it for this video. Let me know down in the comments what you think about this location. But definitely, whether you wanna use archers, fighters or pets, it's all up to you. Everything is gonna work at this location and it's completely 100% safe. But yeah guys, that's about it for this video. Thank you everyone for watching. Until next time guys, cheers, see ya.